Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Connor, and on this channel we're just going to be posting all of our Toyota adventures, new trucks like this one, lots of my Hilux and all sorts of stuff. So today I'm just going to be doing a bit of a walk around of this 1988 Toyota Xtra cab that I picked up. I just got it on the weekend, so I've had it for about a week now. So yeah, let's do a little bit of a walk around on this thing. This truck has 212,000 kilometers on it, which is 132,000 miles. It was really well looked after. I bought it off an old Japanese guy that he had it since new, I believe. And unfortunately, he's got a bad knee. He's retired, so he wasn't able to drive manual anymore. So he had to sell the truck. And luckily for me, I was able to buy it. So it's in pretty decent shape. The cab is very nice. The paint held up great over the years. This is the original paint, by the way, blue metallic. I'm not sure the exact paint code. I'll have to look at that later. But so as far as rust goes, it does have rust. It's a Toyota. Unfortunately, this box side is starting to go right around where the wheel arch goes. So right under here, there's a seam, and that likes to rust away. I did just take off these inner covers today, and I had a bit of a look in there, and it's not too bad. Like, I think I'll be able to repair it. So if anyone knows of any companies that are selling repair panels, like a whole box side or just lower sides, let me know. That'd be awesome. Send me the link. If not, I'm just gonna have to fabricate them all by hand, which is fine. I'm no stranger to rust repair. I just did all that on my Hilux, so not a big deal. The tailgate, however, is in amazing condition. Oh, don't mind that little drip. I just lubed up the mechanism in there. So buttery smooth. Yeah, I just popped off this panel, washed out the inside, let it dry, and then I put some preservative in there, ACF 50. Look at that bottom seam. Next to no rust. So it looks like no one really used this truck as a truck. The box is in great shape on the inside. This side isn't as bad as the other side. There's like some bubbles starting to form there, but yeah, look at that paint shining in the sun. I just love the color. It's such a nice deep blue. Rear bumper's in pretty good shape. It's got a bit of rust on the bottom. This side's in decent shape. A little bit of rust on the lower part of the cab, but nothing too serious. This is a sunroof truck. Super cool. On the inside, it's got this neat little cover. So you push that and twist it, and then this cover pops out. So that's super cool. Interior is otherwise super stock, other than that cup holder and these mismatched floor mats. I'd like to find some factory floor mats if I could. But yeah, it's got these nice blue seats and an 80s style. The interior color matches the paint color. I love that. I had an 89 Camry and the interior looked almost identical to this. And it's funny, I was actually well, it's not funny, actually. I broke my knee and I had to get surgery, so I wasn't able to drive any of my manual vehicles, which is why I bought the Camry at the time, because it was automatic. And now the guy I bought this off is in the same situation, but he's obviously a lot older than I am, so he wasn't able to recover from it as well, and he's not gonna be able to drive manual. So super sad he had to sell it that way, but I'm gonna treat it just like he did. Extra cab, it's got a nice little shelf back there, and these seats are adjustable side bolster and lumbar, which I love. They're just so comfy. A treat to sit in. It comes with all the factory jack is still there, factory Toyota toolkit. I put this little Milwaukee pump in every vehicle that I'm daily driving at the time, just in case. The shift boot is just absolutely weathered. So if anyone knows where to find a new one of those in blue, let me know. As far as the doors, look at that. That is unheard of around here. No rust on the door seams, either side. That's insane. Let's take a look under the power barn. This thing is equipped with a 22 RE. So that is a fuel injected 2.4 liter. Toyota made them for a long time. They started with the, well, in the 2 series, there was the 20R and the 22R, and then the 22 RE. Let's see if I can get this propped up with one hand. There we are. So yeah, here it is, really well maintained. The guy only used genuine parts, even a battery, which is crazy. It's yeah, it's super clean. I guess they didn't have OEM cables because these are NGK, not OEM. They do say Japan on them though, so it must be legit. All the original vacuum hoses, it looks like, but they're still nice and soft. None of them are dry rotted and cracked. All the original zinc coating is still pretty decent on there. But otherwise, a super, super clean unit. It does have a tiny bit of timing chain rattle, which is pretty common over 100,000 miles on these engines. So I will be changing that soon, doing the head gasket and upgrading to a metal timing chain tensioner, sorry, because they have a plastic guide and they wear out over time and then get brittle and then they crack and then they break and it's no good and they rattle. So yeah, that's on the list. And then, like I said, I'd like to fix up that rust there. Be cool to get that all minty, take the box off, make sure the frame's all good, paint the frame, even though it's... Before I end off the video, let's just go for a little drive. Show you how nice and smooth and quiet this thing is. I did have to fix up the exhaust a little bit. The pipe going into the muffler kind of broke and separated, so it was making a bunch of noise out of there. So I got that pushed back in, welded it back up, and now this thing is just silent and smooth. I've been driving it to work every day this week, which is about 54 kilometers each way, so putting a little bit of kilometers on it, getting a feel for it. I fueled it up today, and I was blown away by the fuel economy. This thing, I went 349 kilometers, and it took 28 liters to fill. So do the math, that's 8 liters per 100 kilometers, which is insane for a 1988 pickup. That's 29 miles per gallon for the US folk. So I'm just pulling into the gas station here. I'm doing a bunch of work on my Hilux today, and I'm super thirsty, so coming to grab a drink and a little snack. So yeah, that's it for the video. See you guys.